my computer. Can you hear the fan spinning, guys? The noise?
No, I can't.
Okay, okay.
Your mic is a good noisily canceling, maybe. I don't know.
All right. So that are our questions, and then let's start with our introductions, okay? I know I already know you guys, but maybe someone on YouTube are watching us and they didn't know you, so it will be good to us to introduce ourselves. So let's start with you, Gama Johnson. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Good morning, guys. I am Johnson. You can call me Gama. It's easy to say, I think so. I'm from Sergipe. I'm 27 years old. I live here since I was born in. I grew up here. And at my time, I play guitar. I work out. I like to travel hours that I can. Yeah. Mm, Hiking sometimes with friends is something like that I like to do. Yeah, go to the beach. Go to the beach. It's amazing thing that I like. Yeah, that's it.
All right, thank you, Johnson. And what about you, Noberto? Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Good morning. How are you? My name is Norberto. I'm 50 years old. I'm I'm married to Andressa. We have a son, Pedro, who is 11 years old. I live in Sertãozinho, in countryside of state of São Paulo. Uh, I work as a software developer for SAP systems. I work from home, so I have been in Talking Talk since November 2024, and I do English immersion classes every single day. Today is my fourth immersion this week. I have a basic English level, and I want to improve every day. I want to learn English so I can use it when traveling and at work. So I like to listen to music. I like watch TV series, and I go to cinema. Uh, I like go to the gym. I like to travel and learn about uh, new places, new cultures, new countries, new foods, cuisines. So that's it about me. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Roberto. And what about you, Oswaldo? Can you introduce yourself, please?
Oh my goodness, it's hard to say anything else about me because every day I'm here. But well, I love the life in summary. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing here, but I love in this life. At the moment, I feel in a stuck moment, my here and about my English development. Yeah. About this, I was evaluating myself these weeks, and in my perspective, I need to improve a lot to uh, get more and more confidence to speak, especially in English with each others. But I know I'm doing my best, and I'm going to achieve whatever I like to achieve. And well, I have two children. Um, the older one is 13 years old, and the younger one is 10 years old. And I live with my stepson and my wife, my fiance. If she lives with me, it's my wife. So yeah, that's it. I think it's yeah, in my leisure time, just to finish, I like to currently I like to do some things. Currently, I play a lot video games. I'm participating of a team about virtual motorsport racing, you know. I've met some interesting guys that live around the world, and I'm participating of this team currently. It's the new thing that happened to me these days. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
All right, thank you. It's like a clan.
Yeah, it's like a clan.
Okay. And what about you, Parecida? Can you introduce yourself, please?
Everyone, good morning. My name is Aparecida Semirami. I live in Rio Verde, southwest of state of Goiás. I'm married. I have one daughter and I have 7 cats. I love cats. I want a dog, but now I can't because I have a lot of cats. Uh, I work in IT area and with the management of cost. Now I am in a management cost of project in CapEx in IT infrastructure area. And I am studying a lot to obtain certifications in AWS, in FinOps. And one thing I love is swimming, but now I can't do this, but I love swim. The other for me, it's something to relax and stay good. And now I am working some three times a week, and trying doing yoga 3 times a week to relax myself because I'm so anxious, and I need this for stay calm and productive. It's a thing I need to do because it's essential for me. I believe it is about me.
All right, thank you, Aparecida. So I think I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Carlos. I'm host here in Talk and Talk, and I work as a software engineer to a company located in USA. And I live in the south of Brazil, and I'm married. I have 2 daughters, and I like to read a lot. And yeah, English always was my favorite uh, language. Even I was at the school, I prefer to study English than Portuguese. I don't know why. And yeah, I'm pretty happy when I when I realize I'm evolving my English skill. That's it about me, guys. So let's start with our questions, okay? Let's start with question number 1. I will choose you, Aparecida. Can you start with the question number 1, please?
Okay, number one, what do you know about professional networking? What comes to mind? Well, for me, professional network is it's talking with the other people around me, not only about professional topics or interesting topics about this, but talking something, talk about the weather, talking about anything to introduce one conversation. I believe it's about this and break the ice and during the external events or during one coffee or something like this. I have a bit difficult to start a conversation because I am shy, and I in fact I don't like talking a lot, but I'm trying. Here is one example. I'm here 4 times a week now. I can do more English class, but for me it's enough to improve my English. But I believe it's one place to do a professional network, because here we find, I in my case find a lot of people who is in IT area or in a other areas related. I believe it's interesting not only for my profession, but to know other peoples in other professions, know about their lives. For me, it's interesting here, stay here and know the other peoples. I believe professional network, is about this know peoples, not only in my area, but leave the other people's know me too, and talk independent of the topic. It's interesting for our professional life in general, I believe.
All right, thank you for sharing. I wouldn't say you are a shy person, but it's good to know that. Thank you for sharing. And what about you, Gama? What you can bring about this question?
I think here professional network it's um can be important in our day because something sometimes it can help us to get jobs in the to have the easier path to do sometimes things at work and whatever. But it's I think more to have co-works at work. It's attend events, know people there, stay connected with people. Uh, don't just at work, for example, but in events, uh, lectures in the another place that where people from your area can be stay there. I think so. It's important because of it you can learn, uh, meet new people in the same area. In the I think because of the new opportunities can come to you. Sometimes it can be easy for new opportunities. Uh, but yeah, I think it's it. Uh, I think LinkedIn, for example, it's a good uh, uh, place to create network and maintain it. I think so. But yeah, I could say just it. I think so.
All right, thank you for sharing, Gama. And what about you, Norbert? What do you think about that?
Okay, guys, for now, I will read all my answers. Okay.
No
However,
problem, go
my
ahead.
goal, okay. However, my goal is to develop my answers during the immersion. So keep patience with me. Okay.
Don't worry.
Don't
So
worry.
about question number one, professional network is about building and nurturing relationships with people in your industry and related fields. It involves connecting with colleagues, mentors, and industry leaders to share knowledge, support each other, and find new opportunities. When I think of network, I picture attending events, participating in online forums, and staying active on platforms like LinkedIn. So I want to complement this my answer. Um, and nowadays I work from home, so to me it's vital. It's very important. It's vital to maintain my network. So I use the messages in groups and WhatsApp and Telegram and emails and LinkedIn. So it's very, very important to me maintain my network for my roles active. Thank you.
Thank you, Norberto. Congratulations. And what about you, Osvaldo? What about question number one?
Well, guys, I agree with all of you, but I think I'm a square guy. I don't know. Because in my opinion, to build a good network, we have to genuinely help others. For example, this week, a guy sent me a DM message asking for an opportunity that was opened in my current company that I work for. And to be honest, I had no idea about this job ad. But that guy was respectful a lot with me, and he just was searching for a new opportunity for him. I felt that I would help this guy, and I decided to search a little bit more about this, and I found a job opportunity in my current role in that field is related to data engineer. And I decided to talk a little bit with this guy, and I shared his profile to the current manager, my current manager in there, uh, just to help him, you know. I think I said I'm a little bit square guy because I try to help anyone that asks me for a kind of help in my DM or whatever. It doesn't matter if I'm talking about professional part of a personal one. I really appreciate to help anyone that asks me for some kind of help because like you, as you know, I'm an experienced guy. And yeah, in summary, that's it. I firstly try to help someone genuinely, not to have um, not on to have opportunity for me, you know. I think you could understand me. Of course, completely understand the importance of creating network. I try to do my best in this field, but firstly, I try to help others when I see someone asking for a kind of help, and I have some way to share my experience with them. I think that's it.
All right, thank you. And I believe I agree with you guys about everything you share about network. And I truly believe network is more related to create connections, not the kind of LinkedIn connections, you know, when you ask to a stranger to, do you want to be my friend or something like that. But when you try to help someone with some problem, like Oswald shared, and that's the reason. And you can do networking in every place you are located at. I don't know, at the, the at the parent uh, meetings at the school, for example, from my daughters. A lot of time I do networking there, and I do networking in several places, not just only on my current job or on LinkedIn. So I think it's important. Okay, let's jump to another question. Question number two. Let's start with you, Norbert. Can you read question number 2, please?
Okay. Question number 2. How important is network for career growth? Networking is essential for career growth. It helps you stay informed about industry trends, learn from others' experience, and discover new job opportunities. Network can lead to collaborations, partnerships, and mentorships that accelerate your professional development. It's like planting seeds that, over time, grow into fruitful career opportunities.
All right, thank you, Norberto. And what about you, Gama? What do you think about that?
Yeah, I could say that I agree with Roberto. It's important to have grow networking to grow at the career, but I think it's not it don't determine all that you have, but can help uh us to grow up sometimes quickly, I could say, uh, faster, or to uh, stay um, close to new opportunities. For example, when we new opportunities open, the people can call you for this new opportunity because they know about you, about your job. You can do a good job, I think so. So because this, sometimes we can get new positions that it's better that we have today, I think so. So networking, I think it's important because that, but I think is not the only factor that determine the growth of the career, but it's a lot important in the past. I think so.
All right, thank you. And what about you, Osvaldo?
It's crucial to our career growth, in my opinion. But I said, sometimes it's hard for us to define the best way to approach someone and create a connection because of course all of us have our experience in I'm sure that almost of us had bad and good experience in this topic. My opinion, for sure, network is crucial for our career growth and personal one. That's it.
All right. And what about you, Aparecida?
I believe for me, was essential during all my career, network, professional network. But the most opportunity I had with a job position was in because of networking, but in the university, one colleague in the university was working in a big company and they needed I don't know estagiário in English, but they needed a estagiário and they asked me if I wanted. And at the moment I needed a lot because I started the university and I was without a job and I needed to pay the faculty, the university and the rent of the place when I lived. Then was for me, saved me one network in the university, saved my life. And after during my life, always when I got a job, it was was a network who give me this chance. One people who knows me, one people who know my work, how I work, or something like this. Always was about a network professional, not only in the companies, but outside other people in the other places who knows me. Or for me, it's essential in general. I know who it's possible got a job behind with LinkedIn or other platforms, but it's more hard. My husband got a job by the LinkedIn, but it's more complicated. For me, I believe the network it's so important for this.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, guys. I think networking is crucial, essential. Always I use those words. Looks like to me I'm reading something from GPT, but anyways, I think it's really important because I had some experiences in my life. I could help other guys to relocate themselves, and I had help from other people who know me when I need to relocate from job to job. And my experience say that without networking, it's harder to find a new job, a new position, and yeah, it's totally important. This is the reason I'm trying to expand my network in those days, because if more people know you and you are bring value to those people, maybe in the future a new opportunity can show up and those guys can remember you. That's the reason I want to be, I don't know, in the future a tech lead or something like that, because I think I would deliver more impact to the people's life. All right. So let's jump to question number 3. Let's go straight to the question number 4. Question number 4. Have you ever had the opportunity through networking? Share our experience. So this is basically asking you if someone help you during your career in some way. Let's start with you, Oswald. Question number 4.
For sure. I could continue to pay my alimony, is pensão. I've just found this word. So I could continue to pay my alimony to my children when a time when I was fired in a project in a company that I worked a lot of years ago. I think 7, 8 years ago, and I was fired in that project, and I've cried a lot during that day. But in the end of the same day, I've sent a message to that guy called Bruno Manilha. I love this guy, and he gave me an opportunity to continue working and pay my bills and blah blah blah. And he saved me. He saved me, to be honest. It was totally related to the way that I've built my network. I've met this guy during my journey in that company in the first 3 or 4 years in there, and along the way he become my leader. By the time he was my IT coordinator, and currently he is a CIO in IT company. So until nowadays, I used to talk with him a little bit, and I remember a time when I was in a job hire process, and I was asked for recommend say some people that could recommend me. And I remember that guy, and I sent a message in his WhatsApp, and he answered me almost the same time that I sent him a message, and he said to me, "Feel free, I'm here to help you when you need, Oswald." So this guy is amazing. He's amazing. So it it was one of my one of the oh my God, this is was one example about the situation that I've passed, the most important example in my life, I could say, currently. And that's it. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Osvaldo. Really, uh, really good listen. This comment about your life and your career. Congratulations.
Thank
And
you.
what about you, Aparecida? You already talked a little bit about it because networking is important in your career, but can you bring a real example how network help you through an opportunity?
No, I believe the most important was the one I told before, talked before about my first job during the university, because I stayed there during more than 20 years. I started working there and stayed there during more than 22 years. And was the biggest opportunity, and I grow like professional there a lot, and I found a lot of people and colleagues there who helped me a lot during my professional life. This guy who contract me in this that moment was my boss. And then 1 year after he contracted me, he goes away to the other company, and I stay in the company, and I continue there a long time, during a long time. And for me, was a big example, and the last opportunity I am here because the network, of course, and because the people I know doing my last work and my doing my jobs, and I got friends and colleagues who knows my work and how I make the things. They like how I work, and I believe it's this. And normally the people knows you and they can help you when you need. And I agree with Oswald and Gama. We need to help the people who, when we can, uh, send the look and invite for some kind of jobs, or if I know some positions and I know someone who needs this position, share, not stay only with me. Be open to help the other people. I believe it's so important, because nowadays we are like humans in general. We are only looking for us and forget the others. It's important to look the people around us.
All right, thank you for sharing, Aparecida. And what about you, Gama?
Yeah, I have received some opportunities just for network. I have done some interviews, for example. Last year I got a project abroad to to create in something just because network that I had that I have created today. So um I think I remember I was in my when I was begin uh at my career, some people helped me to got my first job. So I I remember that I was trying a lot to get a job, but it was a lot of hard to get the first job. So people helped me to got the interview, to got the job. So it happened more than one time, I think, at my life because just because network. So I think it's important. I think yeah, it have give me have given me opportunities in the until today. I think so.
All right, thank you, Gama. And what about you, Norberto?
So, about question number 4, yes, I have. At a tech meetup, I meet a fellow developer who later reached out to me for a collaboration on a software project. This opportunity turned into a long-term partnership, allowing me to expand my business and gain valuable experience. Network you open doors that I wouldn't have found on my own.
All right. I never had the opportunity to go to a tech meeting or uh, a real life event, because I live in a small city here in Paraná States. Use this expression. So I start to think about it, get better and other kind of connection between other IT guys. But mainly I'm doing everything online because it's hard to live in a small city. The guys who live in São Paulo, they should use those opportunities. But I need to focus. I need to focus. ADHD is hard sometimes. Question number 4. I had a real opportunity when I was younger. I was in the college. No, I was in the university, and I was working as a teacher in a school, in an informatics school. I was teaching people how to use the computer and blah blah blah. So it wasn't pay enough. I had to go to work in there by biking, and the money I received, I couldn't eat or lunch or have a dinner because it wasn't enough money to do that. So if I was working from the morning to the afternoon, my lunch usually was a coxinha in a bar close to the school, and I have to put a lot of ketchup, because it was a way to don't feel hungry. And this I met a friend in there. He was really special to me, and this guy became so important in my life and my career. He became a personal friend because he was a Christian just like me, and he was in the same bad situation than me, just like me. And he got an opportunity to work at Coca-Cola. Do you know Coca-Cola? It's a small business around the world. And he got his uh, this new job in Coca-Cola. And after 3 months, when he uh, was stabilized in there, he started to talking to the other guys in Coca-Cola to hire me. And I jumped from a shit job to one of the most valuable jobs that I had in my life. And this just happened because this friend helped me. So networking, it's really important to me. And as I said before, not just because I want this guy do something for me. It's not related to an interest you have, but change people's life. It's really important. So sorry, I almost cry here. Remember that story? and I don't want to to do that on YouTube for sure. So let's go to another question. Question number. Let me check. Let's go to the question number 5. So all of you guys start a question. So Gama, can you start the question number 5, please?
How do you approach someone admired but don't know? It's a good question, I think so.
Thank you.
Uh, I Jesus. Um, in general, I could say that I flow with this person in social media and whatever. I stay there. If until today, I think that I never approach this type of people like with messages and whatever. If but it's not because I admire because I stay there same texts and whatever. I think so. It's a lot. I don't know in English intrusive. It's strange. I think so. But if have questions like Instagram, for example, when they ask questions and they think I can do something, but I live my life. I think if one day I have the opportunity to know this person and whatever, I think uh I will don't lose it. But sometimes try to force something, it's not so good. So I don't do it. I don't do. I'll wait for opportunity if it happens one day. If I can, for example, one day have the opportunity in the, for example, uh, can could building this opportunity, I could do, for example, but not one thing that I could see that I forced all it because I think it's not so good. It's not a good path to know and create a good relationship. Yeah, just it.
You. Uh, and what about you, Roberto? Question number 5.
Okay. Uh, I start by researching their work to find common interests. Then I reach out with a personalized message, usually through LinkedIn. I introduce myself, mention what I admire about their work, and explain why I am researching out. I keep it brief and respectful, showing genuine interest without being too forward.
All right. Thank you, Roberto. And what about you as well?
Uh, well, firstly, I try to find person close to me, not a pop star, because I think this way I have more chance to talk with that person. For example, I have some people that I admire here. Carlos know that I admire him. I said to him personally, and for example, and I have others guys here that I like a lot of your job, of your journey, and I think it's the most important to find someone not too away from you, you know. Uh, try, because if we search the right way, in my opinion, we can find someone close to us that we can approach this person. And yeah, firstly, I try to help with some way that person. Of course, not always we have a way to help that person. But well, just to finish my answer, I need to say a little history about a guy that asked me for a help 2 years ago, or about 2 years ago, when I was a entry-level developer here in Brazil, and that guy was studying to become developer like me, and I decided to make a lot of appointments with him to show my job, to explain how works this career. And he got opportunity, not with me, but he got opportunity for his life. He is a guy with some problems, some personal problems about family relationship, and I could help him to, yeah, to live alone, to start your journey as developer. And until nowadays, I talk a lot with that guy on Discord, because I've met him in a game, in online game, and yeah, that's it. It's about that, in my opinion. He admired me, and I admire other person, and I try to create some value to the my network. It doesn't matter if someone is uh, is doesn't have a job currently, or doesn't have a career. The most important thing is to help others. In my point of view, it's the best way to create a strong network. And yeah, that's it.
All right. Thank you, Oswaldo. And what about you, Aparecida? Question number 5.
Well, I don't have a way to do something related to this when I admire someone, how I can approach this. But what I believe it's okay for me, and I believe it's okay, and it's working for me. It's talk with the people who I admire. Find some way to talk, like Oswald said, some way to talk with these people. Well, normally, I ask for help when I want to introduce me slowly, and not present me or something like this. And I find some ways asking for help, or for advice or something like this. One advice, for example, what do you think about this? And if I do this like this, what do you think? Something like this. Eh, Normally, for me, it's okay. I can arrive with this person and establish a communication, and normally go ahead. It's okay for me like this. I don't have the illusion to know famous people. I'm talking about normal persons around me. This kind of personality, famous people, are not attract me in any way. But normal people who have something to teach, or they are only people who I admire, like person, not in professional life only, but like person, a good person with a good actions who help the others. I like to stay near this kind of persons. And for me, it's this.
All right. Thank you for sharing, Aparecida. Uh, I think I just like Aparecida, I don't have any famous guy I admire and I want to be in touch. But people around me who I doesn't know, but I want to know, I think I try to listen what people or the guy are saying, and when I want to connect or know that guy, I pay attention to what they are saying, and if it's something relevant to me, I try to start a conversation related to the subject. You know, if it's a on-site event like evento presencial on-site, I think I don't know the expression to that, but I try to do that. And if I had the opportunity at the end to get in touch with the guy, I try to do that. Actually, I did this strategy a couple of days ago. I was in an event promoted to the U.S. Embaixada Americana here in Brazil, and they invite it's a government program from USA to people who want to get a company, open a company on USA, and they bring represent from 10 states of America, South Carolina, South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, and other states from America, and they bring those guys to Brazil, and they was explaining how good would be open a company on their states. And after a girl was talking about how to open a company in California, at the end, I used this strategy to talk with her, and it was good because later I could connect with her on LinkedIn, but she already know me from the on-site event. So I think it's a good strategy or a good approach to match someone you doesn't know. Pay attention what they're saying and use this to start a conversation. All right, guys, we are getting